What's going on, guys? Welcome on back to Matt DIY. A quick review for you today. So about a year ago, I did a review on my 2023 Ranger 570 and wanted to update you a year later what I still think of it and if I would recommend you to get one if you're in the market for a side-by-side. Okay, so here is the 2023 Polaris Ranger 570 EFI. This is the SP version with the power steering in Ghost Gray, I believe it's called. Anyways, guys, this is a year, just over a year that I've had it now, and we've washed it a couple times, so you know it looks pretty good for already having it a year. Just give you a quick walk around. Right off the bat, I can tell you that nothing has broken or gone badly with this thing. No issues in that regard. Just some dirt and some normal wear and tear. Go ahead and hop in it. Still starts up just fine and runs no issues. And you probably saw as the video opened up, I was racing around there a little bit. It drives just fine, and you can steer it on a dime with one hand, no issue whatsoever. So just kind of wanted to give an update a year in, if I would still recommend this thing, and if you are in the market, if you should get one. So would I recommend it? I would highly recommend it. It has done everything we thought it would do and more in the past year that we've owned it. I can tell you there is some use that is visible here in the bed for sure, from all the things we've hauled and done with it. And I believe the bed capacity here is 500 on the Ranger SP Premium and the regular, so 500. And I can guarantee you with the wood and things we've hauled in this thing that we've gone over that, guys. Not on purpose, but you know, you're just you're hauling, you're doing things, and you end up needing to throw stuff in there, and I can guarantee you we went over that. We've just been careful to shift it into four-wheel drive, and you got extra weight, and making sure that it is in the two-wheel drive diff lock also when you're hauling weight. And then for normal everyday driving around the yard and around the property, you can use the most bottom setting for the one wheel, or the you know, the slip clutch back there, that allows you to just drive easier on concrete and things like that. But overall, this thing has been a beast. Did the 1 year, not the 1 year, did the 100-hour service on it and changed the oil. That was pretty easy and straightforward. Didn't really have much of an issue there, because on this everything is pretty easy access. So if I go back over to this side, you can see your oil fill is right there and the oil filter is right there. So there's plenty of room to get in and service it. And golly, I mean, this engine still looks like brand new, as you can see. Yeah, still looks pretty brand new. We do store it indoors, we don't store it outdoors, so that makes a big difference too. Oh, it takes some pressure to push down. But yeah, just kind of wanted to update 1 year in how this thing is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip in here of actually pulling out some large bushes with this thing in four-wheel drive, and just show you the power that it had. As you can see, I'm just giving it a few tugs, but after a couple here, it just goes and rips the bush clean out of there, no issue whatsoever. Don't really know what the towing capacity on this guy is. Looks like it does say down in the bottom, it's like maybe 1,500 pounds. So I don't know if pulling out those bushes was heavier than that or not, but we didn't have any issues with anything bending back here or whatnot. It just pulled them things out like nobody's business. So I wanted to put that clip in. I thought it was pretty cool, just showing some alternate uses of it. We've hauled wood with this thing. We've hauled liquids for spraying weeds and things around the yard, all kind of stuff like that, and it has been great. Also, lately we've been buckling the seatbelt in because it does have a governor, won't let you go over 15 miles an hour if you don't have the seat buckled in. So yeah, it might be a safety concern if you're driving really fast all the time, but for us, we're normally going somewhere, hopping out, doing something, hopping back in, so it's easier to just keep that buckled and you can get the speeds that you need to take care of that. But yeah, I can't say enough good things. Besides an oil change, there's been no maintenance really. None really required either, so didn't have to worry about that. We've used all the ports, like the 12 volt USB, things like that. All that works great. Little storage compartments are nice. Find us using those quite often for stuff that we're carrying around, and you know, just various materials we need around the yard when using chainsaws and things like that. So that comes in handy, but really haven't had to do anything else to it. Tires are still in good shape. You guys are probably wondering though too, how much use do we actually have on this thing? So let's turn it on real quick. So we got, let's see. So we got 174 miles. And we got 54.3 hours, I believe that is, on the engine. So actually, we didn't even hit 100 hours yet. I actually did the oil change at about 100 miles, because I believe the manual says 100 miles or 100 hours, whichever comes first. So in this case, it was the miles. Went ahead and took care of it. But yeah, still pretty low. You know, I wouldn't expect anything to break 174 miles, but you know, just thought I would do an update a year in if anyone's on the fence or looking at multiple brands and things like that. I can't say enough good things about the Polaris Ranger, and for it being a 570, I think it has plenty of power. I mean, you saw the bushes that it tore right out, no issue. It's got plenty of towing power, hauling power, especially in low gear. You're not gonna have any issues with that kind of stuff. So I think the power is concerned for the 570 isn't going to be a problem at all. But if you have one of these, I'd be curious your thoughts or your experiences. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think and how you like yours, or if you're about to get one. Wouldn't mind you sharing that too and what you plan on doing with it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those below as well. Happy to help and answer those. If you have any, I know the first review video I did went over pretty well. Got some good comments on it, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and shoot another one so that some folks can see a year in, if we're still using it and we still like it, things like that. And yeah, we can kind of just share back and forth. We don't really use the side doors too often unless we're going somewhere far or doing some trails or stuff like that. So those, I'd say they just get dirty or in the way more often than they're worth, but I know they're on there for more of safety, which we're not really using them for, but it is what it is. But yeah guys, great machine, engineered well, haven't had any issues with it, plenty of power, so don't worry about that. And if you only need, I believe they come in, I think they come in a 4-seater as well if you need it. But if you only need a 2-seater with a bed, it's a perfect configuration. Small enough to maneuver in those tight spaces, but enough power to get done what you need to get done around your property and around your yard. So again, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think of yours. I also added the roof and the rear windshield to this thing as well. I believe I got both on Amazon, I think. Been pretty happy with them. I'll share some links down below if you want to pick those up. I would give them 10 out of 10. A little, you know, just a little challenge to install, but nothing too bad, and it fit up perfect. The rear one has gotten scratched and things like that, but even though they say they have anti-scratch coating, that isn't really the case. It's going to scratch if you're hauling anything back there like trees and limbs and things like that. So if you're interested in adding a roof and a rear windshield to yours, look out for the links. I believe I have both of them down below that were from Amazon, so you can pick those up pretty easily, and they're reasonably priced. A lot cheaper than the Polaris. Dealer had them, so I would highly recommend those. They've worked out well, and I can say that the roof is pretty much watertight. We haven't really had any rain leaking through it. There's a gasket that goes down the center because they ship it in 2 pieces that you put together. So, you know, as long as you assemble it as to the directions, I've had no issues with it, and it's been great. So anyways, guys, that's really about it. If you have any questions, drop them down below, things like that, and I'd be happy to help you out. But yeah, that's 1 year with the Polaris Ranger 570. Alrighty, guys, thanks for tuning in to the channel. Appreciate it. Drop a like on the video if it's helped you out in making a decision, or if you're just here to see what the 1 year was looking like on one of these. Drop a like for that as well. Also drop a comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, issues I can help you with, or if you have one, let me know your experience. If you enjoy your machine as well as I do, let me know. I'd be happy to hear that as well. And subscribe to the channel if you like reviews like this and automotive projects and anything of the sort. Always bringing new content here to the channel, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. So without further ado, guys, always remember to get out there, do it yourself.